Hi, this is Tom Blodgett from Jende Industries, and today we're going to use the G-3 Mini, the G-3 Small, and the G-4 Medium butchering knife to cut up some pork for a barbecue. The G-3 Mini and the G-3 are traditionally fish knives, but they're also very good butchering knives. The G-3 Mini is more or less a scalpel because it's so small relatively, and it's really thin, and it just gets in there. It's just like a little sports car, kind of gets everything, gets all around. It's good for getting around curves and things of that nature. The G3 is normal. This is the small, if you will. This is used for the butchering. We're going to use this more on the pork belly, and it's really good for slicing. Again, the curvature is what gives it its slicing ability compared to, say, a chef knife, which is just straight. So anything with this kind of belly on it just does a zip. The G4 is actually the only knife in the series specifically more for meat because it's a wider leaf shape. It's not as much belly to it as it compared to the G3. So that longer shape is more for the nice slice cuts. So this is really the workhorse, the G4. So G3, G4 are really big workhorses. G3 Mini is more like the fine skinning knife kind of thing. All right, let's get to it. Just a quick caveat before I start cutting anything. Don't forget, guys, I'm a sharpener. I'm not a chef. This is really, I'm not a butcher. I'm not any of that stuff, but I'm just going to use the knives to show you guys how they should work maybe or could work at home. Hopefully I do a good job. Please leave some comments below if you think I'm doing horribly or if you think I'm doing pretty good. But the idea is to show you how the knives are working. All right, so I've got my pork shoulder here. What I want to do is separate these pieces along the muscle line. So to do that, we're probably going to use the G3 Mini and the G3. I'm going to start with my G3 Mini here. Okay, so I'm just going to pull off back. So this is stock, by the way. The sharpness here, I sharpened these. You see how they really do work, kind of out of the box. Yeah, we'll just follow that along here. So I'm just going to, again, that slicing motion, it just cuts right in. There's no effort on this. I'm going to try to keep it close to that line. This wants to be this way, actually. So, again, I'm not a butcher, guys. That's better. Okay, so that's actually cutting better. Here. And I know the shoulder's not perfect that way. There's going to be all different kinds of connections and whatnot. So I'll just make that straight and flat. Then we'll split that in a minute. All right, next thing I want to do is here. All right, these bigger cuts I could probably jump out to the G3. I'll use that just for this. A little bit here. So again, a little bit larger, it just has more purchase to it. Actually, I like the Mini better. Just gets right in there. Just real nice. That thinness really just slides right through. This is really thick. This is more what I'm looking for. Again, that barbecue pork thickness. We're going to grill this. We're not doing long-term stuff. It's going to marinate it overnight, put it on the grill. I'm going to cut it into thirds. So now I'm going to use the G4. There's a separating line here. I'm going to kind of go right there. So I'm going to just cut that right down into about the same thickness. That's really what I'm going for at this point. So whether I'm cutting with the grain or against the grain, sorry guys. I'm just going for size. So again, this is still a little small for the G4. I think I'm going to switch it out to the G3 and then do a slice here. So come in here, I want about the same thing. Just right there. So about all the same thickness on those pieces. So here. This actually did pretty good last time. Like that. That's a good piece there. Okay. Okay, on to the next. We're going to do the pork belly. Oh, yeah. All right, so on this belly, it's pretty thick, straight from the butcher. It's literally like off the hog. Probably have to get rid of some of this top layer of skin as well. So I'm gonna try to cut that off first with the G4, and then just get a thin layer out, and then start cutting it into cubes. There's clearly a layer here of fat versus skin, dermis, epidermis kind of thing. There's a pink line here. So I'm going to try to go just along that line. We'll see what happens here. Again, I haven't done this before, so if we end up in the hospital, I'll get some video on it. So, but yeah. So again, that curvature of the G4, I swear guys, I've never done this before. It's just going right through. It's like butter. And this is almost room temperature meat, so it's not even that cold. So yeah, this one's got, ooh, I'm digging too deep. All right. So we're doing it that way. All right, we're just going to peel it back and go. Try to stay on the same plane each time. Okay, that curvature just zips right through it. So I think once I get enough, I can flap here. I'll just come right down. Yeah, a little too much. Yeah, I'm pinkies up on this, guys. I am not by any means trained to do this. All right, first try. So, making footballs out of this next, or she'll get the hose. So either an artery or cartilage here. That's just, it's got to go. So cut that out next. This might be better for the G3, but again, there's a larger piece of meat. So, and we'll still cook this, don't get me wrong. Just want to clean up some of that. But now we're looking at just meat. I don't feel any extra stuff here. So again, that's just zipping through, guys. All right, now we can start cutting into the cubes. All right, so we've got this little flap here too. I think what we're gonna do is put that with the shoulder because it's just the right size. All right, after discussion with my technical advisors, we're gonna split it halfway. We're gonna do half strips like bacon, and the other half we're gonna cube up. So, all right, so I'm gonna make the big cut here first. The G4. All right, and then I don't think I used the G3 enough. So again, at the market, this is really what they use, especially on the bacon stuff. So I'll come in and then just, I'm gonna go thick on this bacon. About here. So again, that just pulls right through because of the curvature of that. Get that out the way. Okay. Okay, we're about room temperature meat here. It's only a little bit cold. So this is really loose. A little thicker, but good. All right, so we'll do that. Next up, we'll cube. So in this one, let's go across here. So I feel like the G3 is a little bit too small for this piece because at the end it's starting to kind of rip out. I don't have enough length on the blade, so let's switch it out to G4 on that. Just, yeah, that has that back end. It just pushes down through. And okay, QB zip. A little extra fat, too much. Use a bowl. So now the knife is too big. Now the G3, definitely. All right. Thank you for watching that video with the G3 Mini, the G3 Small, and the G4 Medium Master Glow knives. Hopefully I didn't offend too many people with the way I'm butchering pork, but it's another way to use these knives outside of the fish. So if you like it, please like and subscribe, and leave some comments in there, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. We also have links of this, where to find this, on Amazon, at Jende Industries, and elsewhere. So please check them out, and look forward to seeing you at the next video. Thank you.